The topic of today's video is the North American Granada. It's built from 1975 to 1982. It was marketed as a luxury compact sedan to compete with the best of Europe. Ford was aiming at Mercedes with these cars and also at folks that were looking at downsizing from the bigger American sedans. The Granada was placed between the Maverick, which it originally was due to replace, but the Maverick kind of soldiered on due to sales numbers, and the Torino. Over 2 million examples of the Granada were produced, and all of them were built in America. Ford benchmarked the Mercedes 280 in terms of styling and dimensions. So was Granada successful? Let's take a look.
From the very first Model T, it seems whenever America has needed a new kind of car, there's been a new kind of Ford. Last year, it was the trend-setting Mustang II. And this year, it's Granada, America's best-selling newcomer, the 1975 Ford Granada, designed to combine an efficient use of space, fuel, and money. Granada gets 16 to 19 miles per gallon in city driving, 22 to 27 on the highway with its standard 200 cubic inch 6. Yet it's solid, virtually the same size and weight as the Mercedes-Benz 280. Granada's four-door sticker price is just $37.56, excluding taxes, title, delivery, and dealer prep. The two-door is even lower, $36.98. See the elegant new Granada, America's best-selling newcomer. The closer you look, the better we look. See for yourself at your local Ford dealer.
The Granada was introduced for the 1975 model year, and the option list for the Granada was a long one, with many features traditionally found only on more upscale cars. It was offered as a four-door sedan or a two-door coupe. The two-door was given a separate roofline with an opera window in the C-pillars. The Granada had a 109.9-inch wheelbase and a 58.5-inch front and 57.7-inch rear wheel track. Standard power was supplied by a 200 cubic inch straight 6 engine, with a 250 cubic inch straight 6, the 302 small block V8, and the 351 Windsor V8 as optional engines. A 3-speed manual transmission, either column shifted or floor shifted, was standard, with a 3-speed automatic offered as an option. This was standard on the 351 V8 models. Ford stated the car achieved 22 miles per gallon city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway. Standard brakes for the Granada were 11-inch front disc and 10-inch rear drum, with 4-wheel disc brakes as optional. The Granada was offered in a base model or in Ghia trim. The Ghia included a vinyl roof, matching vinyl side moldings, wheel lip moldings, white sidewall steel belted radials, and spoke-like wheel covers. All Ghia models received body side, hood, and deck lid paint stripes, and a driver's remote mirror. Seating surfaces were standard vinyl. Options on the Ghia included nylon knit cloth or leather. Some of the more popular options for the Granada included deluxe seat belts, these were standard on the Ghia, heavy-duty battery, a Class 1 trailer tow hitch, air conditioning, power steering, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, AM, AM/FM mono, AM/FM stereo, or AM/FM 8-track radios, an electric rear window defroster, deck lid luggage rack, a power moonroof, metallic paint, power brakes, an anti-theft system, and simulated aluminum wheels. Ford sold 302,658 Granadas in 1975.
The $23,000 Mercedes-Benz Sports Coupe, a remarkable engineering achievement. The new Ford Granada Sports Coupe, another remarkable achievement. Besides the resemblance, it's one of the few American cars to offer the option of four-wheel disc brakes, and it comes with heavy-duty suspension, floor shift, reclining buckets, and more. The Granada Sports Coupe. It's not quite a Mercedes, but it's not quite $23,000 either. See your local Ford dealer.
1976 was mostly a carryover year, however there were some changes. A 4-speed manual was introduced and a sports coupe was added to the lineup. Sports coupe upgrades included steel-style wheels, exterior striping, bucket seats, and a sport trim interior. The sports coupe was given heavy-duty suspension and larger front brakes. Ford sold 548,748 Granadas in 1976. 1977 brought few changes to the Granada. A half-year variation on the Granada Sports Coupe featured blacked-out molding, modified trim, taillights, and color selections. Ford sold 390,579 Granadas in 1977.
Introducing a new 1978 Ford Granada, the ESS. Can you tell it from this impressive $20,000 Mercedes 280 SE? Granada. Mercedes. Granada. Mercedes. Granada. Mercedes. The new Ford Granada ESS. See how close you can come to the look of a $20,000 Mercedes at the price of a Granada. When America needs a better idea, Ford puts it on wheels.
1978 brought a revision to the Granada. It received a new grille design, rectangular stacked headlamps above the turn signal lenses, revised tail lamp lenses, and the side view mirrors were now oval. As a replacement for the sports coupe, Ford introduced the Granada ESS, which stood for European Sports Sedan. Distinguished by its blacked-out exterior trim, it featured bucket seats with a floor-mounted shifter as standard equipment. The ESS option included standard colored key wheel covers and unique opera window louvers for coupes. There were no other significant changes. Ford sold 249,786 Granadas in 1978. 1979 and 1980 brought no changes to the Granada lineup. The car simply soldiered on as it was, selling 182,376 cars in 1979 and 90,429 in 1980. Ford constantly compared this to Mercedes-Benz, but it wasn't anywhere near the car the Mercedes was, and it shouldn't have been. It was a quarter of the price of a Mercedes at the time. In 1981, Ford introduced a new Granada. It was based on the Fox body platform. It was a completely different car. It had new powertrains. It wasn't anything like the Granada that preceded it. That car didn't have great sales numbers and entered production in 1982. Now, Ford had their eye on a new type of American family sedan. Of course, I'm talking about the Taurus here. That car was a big risk for Ford at the time because no one had ever seen a car like that before. Of course, that's a topic for another video. Mercury had its version of the Granada. It was called the Monarch. That car was very similar. It had a different front fascia, some extra badges, but it was essentially a Granada. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. That way other people see it. YouTube will share it. Also, please consider subscribing. There's a lot of content like this on my channel. If you're a fan of Fords from the 70s, check out this video over here. It's on the Ford Maverick. I cover all the features, the models, the quirks of the car. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you.